Hello dear students. In a previous class we discussed about law of variable proportion. In that we discussed as keeping fixed factors like constant and only changing variable input. So in this situation what happened? So total product should be increased, even marginal product also increase, even average product also increase, but up to the certain level. After reaching the certain level, the marginal product starts declining. Okay, after the certain level, the marginal product starts declining. So here another important topic or concept, that is shapes of total product, marginal product and average product curves. Once again, shapes of total product, marginal product and average product curves. So okay, how the curves should looks like. Already in the previous class you observed the diagram, that was total product curve and also average product curve and marginal product curve. So these shapes are diagrams based on the fixed inputs and variable inputs. Fixed inputs and variable inputs. In the short run we can change only few factors, remaining we can keep constant. Okay, so those factors which are changing, so they are called as variable factor. Those which are not possible to change, they are fixed, they remain fixed, they are called as fixed factors. So as per the law of variable proportion, the total product, so when the number of units of labor increase, number of units of labor increase, even total product also increase. This is the output. Okay, this is the output. So the output will be increased when the number of labor units increasing, because in the short run we can change only labor, not all the factors of production. But in the long run we can change all the factors of production. We are discussing about short run only. So in the short run we can change only labor, even raw materials, even fuel, transportation, number of shifts in labor. So that's why when the number of labor inputs, like inputs of labor increasing, even output also increasing, that is the total product will be increased. Okay, so it is depends upon the short run function, like short run production function. So here when the input increasing and output also increasing, that's why the total product increasing. When the variable input increasing, keeping constant like fixed factors, remaining all keeping constant, only variable input increasing. This time the total product curve positively sloped. So this is called as positively. Okay, it should be looks like this, right? Okay, this is called TP, total product. It's it looks like which one? Positively sloped. Positively sloped. Okay, this is the shape of total product curve. Shape of total product curve always positively sloped, because only variable factor is increasing, remaining all the factors are fixed, no changes in that, but we are changing only labor. So that time only the total product will be increased. Already in the previous class you observed that in the table. So when the input is 1, when the input is the 1, even total product also same, average product also same, even marginal product also same. And whatever changes in the total product and whatever changes in the marginal product and average product, total product is always increasing. When the input increasing, total product also increasing. Okay, that is the shape of total product curve. And second one and the third one is average product and marginal product. Average product and marginal product. So according to law of variable proportion, the marginal product of the marginal product is increasing. The marginal product increasing when the variable input is increasing. You know that variable initially it will be rises. Okay, initially it will be rises, but after a certain level of employment it starts falling. After the certain level of employment it starts falling. You observed in the table. Okay, up to the 4th unit, like average product also increasing, marginal product also increasing, total product also increasing, but marginal product after the 4th unit starts declining. That is, after the reach of certain level of employment, the marginal product starts declining. The marginal product starts declining. That's why MP curve looks like inverse U shaped. We can call like, see, inverse U shaped. It's very important for filling the blanks. Inverse U shaped. Okay, inverse, that is you have to take like this. See? Okay. So when we are increasing only in variable input, keeping all factors are constant. So when we are increasing the input, that time the marginal product will be increased. Definitely it will be rises. Initially it will be rises, but after the level of employment, after the certain level of employment, it starts declining or it starts falling. So that's why the MP curve, otherwise marginal product curve, looks like inverse U shaped. Inverse U shaped. Okay. So that is inverse means like this. Inverse U shaped. See? Why? Because after a certain level of point, the marginal product starts declining. That's why. So variable factor is increasing, but remaining all the factors are keeping constant. So that's why always the marginal product curve is inverse U shaped. Inverse U shaped. As we increase the amount of input, as we increase the input of labor, definitely even marginal product also increase, but after the certain level of employment, it starts declining. So when the marginal product increasing, even average product also increasing. You can observe clearly in the table. When the marginal product increasing, average product also increasing. Otherwise, when the average product increasing, marginal product also increasing. But average product also always less than the marginal product. See, even average product also same. So after the point of certain level, when the MP starts falling, even average product also starts declining. Average product also starts declining. We can observe in the table. When the marginal product starts declining, immediately even average product also starts declining. So when marginal product increase, average product also increase. Okay, or when the average product increase, the marginal product increases more than or greater than the average product. See, when the average product increase greater than this, average product also, so marginal product also increase. When the marginal product decrease less than that, average, when the marginal product is average product is decrease, even marginal product less than that will be decrease. Okay, even once marginal product has fallen, even it becomes less than AP. Once marginal product has fallen, even becomes less than AP. Less than. Okay. When marginal product starts declining, that will be less than the average product. That less than the average product. Whenever AP increase, average marginal product also increase more than this. When the AP declines, even less than this, marginal product also decrease. Okay, even the average product also inverse U shaped. The curve of average product, that is also inverse U shaped. Here you have to understand marginal product and average product both are inverse U shaped, and MP curve cuts the average product curve. MP marginal product curve cuts the average product curve at its minimum point. It is very important. Marginal product always cuts the average product. Marginal product curve always cuts the average product curve at the point of minimum or at the point of maximum. At the point of minimum or at the point of maximum. So both are inverse U shaped. Why? Because only variable factor is increasing and the remaining factors are fixed. So when a variable factor is increasing, that time the marginal product will be increased up to the certain level. After that certain level only, level of the employment, the marginal product starts declining or starts falling. So when it starts falling, even average product also starts falling. Okay, both here marginal product and average product curves are looks like inverse U shaped. Inverse, this is inverse. Okay, inverse U. Okay, inverse U shape. If you write like this, this is inverse shape, but inverse U shape. This is very important. So this is total product curve. This is both marginal product curve and also average product curve. Okay. So remaining we will continue in next class. Thank you.